Here are the 7 steps to make $3,600 per month from YouTube Shorts like this channel does. We will build a free system with an automated analytics dashboard. We will use AI to clip our viral shorts, which will allow us to get 100 million views per month with only 5 hours of work per week. We will create sub accounts on YouTube and 5 other platforms so that we can also earn $5 per 1,000 views through... Now, I'm Jordan. I just started this new channel after making over $5 million, hiring 50 people, and at the end of the video I will give the entire system away for free. But first, we want to pick the right niche. In this example, we will create similar videos like this channel by picking a famous person like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
But you could also pick a popular topic because this system works in almost any niche, like this one, and even this. Or pause the video here to find the best niche for you. Now, I'm not going to overthink it and just use Iman Gatsi for this example, mainly because he's actually paying people $5 per 1,000 views on shorts. But not only YouTube Shorts, also for every 1,000 views on TikTok, Twitter and Instagram Reels, which to me is crazy. Which brings us to step 2, where we use this free extension to add RSS feeds like this, so we can easily see when new podcasts, interviews or news videos drop of the people that we create clips about. And by the way, if you want 80 other free tools that I use, or my free YouTube thumbnail templates to create thumbnails like this and this in minutes, then you can find a free download link in the comments. Talking about the comments, leave a comment below and help each other grow this year. Now, besides the RSS feed, we also add search pages like this into a bookmark folder, which we can then open up every day easily to see new videos that we can clip from. Because we want to be the first to know when a new interview or podcast drops. Because as the famous saying goes, you either have to be the first, the best, or different. And you will see later that with this system, being first is by far the easiest out of those 3. Being the first actually got me results like this and this video with over 1 million views. It was the main reason behind it. Anyways, we will use this tool called Submagic. Now, they have a free trial, but please know that Submagic is sponsoring this video. That being said, I would use their tool regardless because of how good it is and how much money it saves me. I mean, just do the math, right? If you pay your video editor, let's say $5 per hour, and he or she spends 3 hours editing, then that will cost you $15 for 1 short. But with this tool, you can get unlimited monetizable shorts for $85 per month. And even less if you use my 10% discount code. So let me show you how we can get 29 monetizable shorts in less than 10 minutes of work. So I go here, I leave the language on English and the duration on automatic, so we get the most amount of clips. Then we click on get viral clips.
A few minutes later.
And as you can see, 8 minutes later, now we have 29 clips that look like this. I mean, they're ready to post now, but I want to edit them slightly for 2 reasons. Obviously, to increase the likelihood that we go viral, but more so to make sure that we fit into this criteria so we can earn those $5 per 1,000 views on top of YouTube AdSense, which you can very simply do by adding in a visual hook like this within Submagic. Now, after I click on edit, we can change the caption style, we can add zoom-ins, add b-roll, sound effects, and a lot of other stuff. But what I really like is how easy and fast it is in comparison to Adobe Premiere or CapCut. I mean, making these 29 clips in CapCut would take an experienced editor still days of work. But now we got 29 monetizable clips in 8 minutes. It's crazy. And I mean, look at these custom captions. I mean, look at this one. I really like how they look. And also this one. You know how much time this saves? Now you can also add custom caption styles by changing all of these settings like the color, position, size, and upload your own custom fonts. Now, if you want to, you can also edit the sentences themselves. But I must say, Submagic does a really good job. And when they don't, like with difficult names, like Alex Ramosi for example, then we just simply add that word to the dictionary and then it picks it up next time, which I think is a good feature. But another feature that was a must for me was this, because sometimes I have parts in my videos where there's a split screen going on, where someone is on the bottom and there's someone on the top, like a podcast style, like with 2 different speakers in a podcast. And in that case, we can use this setting, which I haven't found on any other tools. Now you can also move the captions into a new line, highlight them with highlight colors, add different sound effects, and add your own logo or watermark. Now you can also change the aspect ratio, which can definitely be useful. At least it has been useful to us. Because if you post, for example, on Twitter for those $5 per 1,000 views, you can now use this 1:1 aspect ratio, or even 4:5, which I often use, because it takes up even more space on the Twitter timeline. Now we always add music. I upload my own music, as you can see in here, but editor, let's hide that out because I don't want you to copy my trademark song. And you can also trim out or even extend the video length over here, but we never use that because their AI does a good job. And then you can also add magic zooms, transitions, or b-roll if you want. But honestly, who uses b-roll?
I think it's great. I really do think it's great.
Anyways, we try to keep things simple and fast. This is why it only takes my employee 22 minutes per batch from A to Z, which means from the moment that she starts adding data in this Google Sheet, to the editing process, to downloading the video, to asking AI for a viral caption. By the way, later in the video I share a secret about that. To uploading the video onto 6 different platforms. All of that in 22 minutes. I mean, that's crazy for 6 posts. Anyways, when I'm done, I click on export, which usually takes around like 15 seconds. And then here is the final product.
If he doesn't get you a Birkin, that's fine. That's fine. If he doesn't make 100K a year, once again, that's fine.
Now you also have the option to copy paste the transcript, which we do, so we can start to see patterns in the Google Sheet. And I also like to copy the link of the Submagic project into the Google Sheet, because when one of our shorts blows up, we can then re-edit that video quickly, make it even better, add in like the swoosh, transitions, but especially just quick things like editing the captions from this style to this style, so that we can repost it with a very high likelihood that it will go viral again. And a quick tip here, I've noticed over and over again that your caption on YouTube, but also Instagram and Facebook, matters a lot. Not the caption style in the video, like the caption of the post. And this phrase that we used magically was in most of our outlier shorts, or variations like this. So maybe try it out and thank me later. And now we are ready to post it on socials. Now on YouTube, it is very important that you post your shorts on an aged account. And if you don't know, you can click here to see when your channel was created. And if it's new, I've noticed, unfortunately, that it can take a lot longer before YouTube starts to recommend your posts, before that they trust that you are not a bot account. And for other platforms like Instagram, it's much better if you post from a account. Now I talk a lot more about aged accounts and how to create accounts in my SOP that you can get for free, as I mentioned at the end of the video. Anyways, you then simply post the video from your PC or phone. I've noticed it doesn't make any difference in terms of views. So of course we use PC because it's easier to post. And then of course we add the links to the posts into the Google Sheet so that we can automatically get the analytics, like the view counts, but also comment counts, like counts, a lot of data, daily or weekly, updated in the sheet for free. It's crazy. Now you ask how? Well, as I mentioned, you can get the entire sheet system for free when you use my discount code JordanKruk10 for 10% discount, using my affiliate link below for Submagic, and simply send me your receipt to this email, and then I will reply to your email with a 100% discount code for the whole system that normally costs $99. This brings us to step number 6. Once we have the automation doing its work, we can start to quickly see the outlier shorts. So we can do a top 5, bottom 5 analysis. Simply said, we learn from the best, but also the worst performing shorts. And that's honestly a very underrated thing that I've not heard anyone talk about. But learning what to stop posting has been a game changer for me. And then what you do is you simply create more accounts on YouTube and the other platforms, so you can both increase your luck service area and you will go viral faster, because you're simply able to post multiple times per day without looking like a bot to YouTube, because you post it on a separate channel. Now with this entire system, my employee is able to post 100 times per week in less than 5 hours. Again, from A to Z. And I mean, just do the math, right? It's crazy. Why is it so crazy? Not just because of those 100 posts, which take less than 5 hours of work, but also because these platforms give us a guaranteed amount of views. For instance, for us, YouTube Shorts gives us, on average, on a new channel, 973 views per short. And combine that with those $5 per 1000 views content rewards program, where you can, by the way, submit the link over here. I'll add a link below. And I would say to the person who's as excited about this as me, at least try this for 1 month. I mean, only $50 for the tool, or even free if you use CapCut. But then payouts like this or views like this, of course, that will take a bit more time and depends on the person you picked to create clips about and so on. Of course, it's dependent, and I wouldn't say it's guaranteed, but definitely not difficult when you post 400 times per month in less than those 5 hours per week. But that being said, after posting myself thousands of times on these platforms, I learned 7 mistakes that I and my employees now avoid. So watch this video to not make the same mistakes. Or not. Talk soon.